So we are focusing now from 21 on just on our core attributes and what our customers want, which is performance, horsepower, handling, grip. Uh, so with that being said, going into these cars, we'll start off at the Super Stock first. So this 21 model year Challenger, it's based off of Redeye, and it has the Super Stock package on it. And really what that is, it's our commitment of drag racing and performance to our fans and our enthusiasts at Dodge. So we needed to be the number one, the fastest, most powerful muscle car in the market, and the Super Stock is the answer to that. The outgoing Redeye, obviously spinning isn't winning in racing. It's fun, you can blow a lot of smoke, and it's awesome. We have cars built for that, but that's not the goal of the Super Stock. The goal in the Super Stock is to really maximize the drag racing and the performance in the straight line. A few different ways on how we actually do that is, as you'll see, the Super Stock comes with the 6.2 liter Hellcat engine, the HO version. And while we were in there messing around, taking parts from the SRT garage, we added 10 horsepower to this Super Stock package. So instead of 797, it's got 807. On top of all that, like I said, we were in the garage trying to make the car go faster. We took some parts that we've had from, in the past from previous builds from the Demon and applied it to this car. So the big thing you'll notice when you walk up to this car is the huge wheels and tires on it. So 18 by 11 inch wheels. They're lightweight, lighter than the 20 by 11s, obviously to keep weight down all across the car. They're wrapped in 315 Nittos, so they're very sticky, huge tires, maximizing all the grip we can. In the back, we have a uniquely tuned LSD with the 3.09 rear axle ratio, so higher rear axle ratio than the standard Hellcat Redeye. Obviously higher numerical ratio, quicker acceleration. And that's our goal with this car, fastest acceleration as we can. So wheels, differential, engine horsepower, a few other things that we have on the Super Stock. It comes with all the other race features that we have on the Hellcat model. So combined with things like line lock, get up to the gate, clean up and heat up your tires, and then launch control, launch assist, and torque reserve. So all of that technology, all the hardware that we put on this car, combined with all the electronic performance technology, makes this car the world's fastest, quickest, and most powerful muscle car. So what we're getting now in the quarter mile and in 0 to 60 is 3.25 seconds 0 to 60, which is crazy, and a 10.5 second quarter mile. And just a few years ago, getting into tens was absolutely amazing. We're 5/100ths of a second away from dropping into the 9-second mark on a production car. And I just want to reiterate, this is the quickest and most powerful muscle car you can buy today on the market. And like I said, it's our commitment to drag racing and performance throughout all of these cars. So there we are with the Super Stock. I'll touch on the Redeye, and then we'll save the Durango for last. But new for 21 for Charger, what do we do with the world's most powerful and fastest sedan already? The true Dodge way: add more power, make it faster. And that's really the story for 21 for Charger. It's been a super huge success for us, and partly just because of the range of different performance options and price points within the Charger lineup. It goes everywhere from 300 horse up to this almost 800 horsepower Redeye. But starting on the Hellcat for 21, we added 10 horsepower on the regular Hellcat. So all Charger Hellcats have 717 coming from the factory now. For the crazier people who want even more than that, that's where the Redeye comes in. So the Redeye is really engineered and designed for the people that want the utmost performance. So starting in this car is something we pulled from the Demon back from 2018. So the high output 6.2 liter engine, it puts out 797 horse and 707 foot-pounds of torque, which is, you have an 800 horsepower family sedan. which is absolutely crazy. Um, it's more than just an engine though. So all these, like the Super Stock, all these stuff combined makes it the quickest, fastest, and most powerful mass produced sedan in the world. With that being said, every 21 model year Charger SRT, you'll notice has the wide body kit on it. It's a little different than Challenger. You can still get the Challenger SRTs in a normal package and the wide body. All Charger SRTs are wide body. And what that means is you get a brand new wide body front fascia and rear fascia with integrated fender flares, basically covering these massive 20 by 11 inch wheels and 305 Pirelli tires on all four corners. There's also the 6-piston Brembo brake system that we updated for 21 that now includes the SRT logo on all 6-piston Brembos. So that kind of wraps up the chassis part and the handling part of it. One big thing you'll notice too, and definitely come check it out, if you guys are well aware of our cars and our hoods and stuff, we have a new hood for the Charger for 21 model year. And it's on both the Hellcat and the Redeye. So all Charger SRTs will get this hood, either in satin black or body color. And one of the really cool parts about this hood is it's functional. Like all of our stuff, you know, we don't put any fake vents in, fake hood scoops. So on the Hellcat models and the Redeye models, comes both with two heat extractors on the hood. It's awesome. You're sitting in the car and you physically see heat coming out of the hoods. On the Hellcat models, the hood scoop directs air into the engine bay. And then on the Redeye models, what's really cool and how we squeeze all the horsepower we can out of the cars, that duct actually feeds the airbox, kind of like the Challenger over there. So, I mean, we do all this stuff. We put all these go fast parts on it. The cars look absolutely amazing, but it really is all about performance. I mentioned before, this is the most powerful and fastest mass-produced sedan in the world. So 797 horse, 203 mile an hour top speed. It's a family sedan with the heart and the guts of a muscle car, and it really shows. So that's the Charger for 21. Like I said, Redeye is the huge story for us. And then, last but not least, Durango. You guys all know it was literally just a matter of time before we were able to throw a Hellcat engine in the Durango. We had the 6.4 liter. That was fun, but this thing is a whole different beast. So starting out with the engine, and real quick, just to take a step back, we've had these cars around, these engines around, and you guys are well aware of the performance. This car is different than just dropping the Hellcat engine in this Durango. The engineering team and the design team work together amazingly, and there's so many elements of this car that are different than the Challenger and Charger that make it a Durango Hellcat. So starting off, we did pull the engine obviously from Challenger Charger, the 6.2 liter Hemi V8 supercharged. So like the other SRTs, over 700 horsepower. So this thing puts out 710 horse, 645 foot-pounds of torque, making it the most powerful three-row SUV ever. And then, so going around to the exterior, the Hellcat is a little different than any of the other Durango models. So you'll get the pretty aggressive Hellcat front fascia grille, and then the chin splitter. And then wrapping around the back, really cool spoiler. And it's funny to talk about a spoiler, obviously, on an SUV, but that spoiler provides nearly 150 pounds of downforce at max speed. So it really works to help out the aerodynamics of the new front fascia, the new chin splitter, and then the power and weight of this Hellcat Durango. On the exterior, going to the wheels and tires, so you'll get the SRT fender flares that cover the 20 by 10 inch wheels. They come with 295 width tires, so big meat all around on the Durango. And then the Durango Hellcat actually has a specially tuned suspension, and then that combined with the weight distribution and the wheelbase of this car, it makes the Hellcat even more grip than any outgoing models, and by far improved cornering, even from the SRT 392 models. So I think that kind of takes us on the outside. Oh, I don't want to forget about the hood either. So the hood, kind of like the outgoing Charger Challenger hood models, 2 heat extractors, and then a functional air duct through the middle, NACA air duct. kind of similar to the old Viper hood and then the outgoing Charger hood. So a few other things on the Durango Hellcat. So it's the fastest and most powerful 3-row SUV available on the market today. It runs a 0 to 60 3.5 seconds and a quarter mile at 11.5 seconds, with a top speed of 180 miles an hour and a towing capacity of 8,700 pounds. There is no other SUV in the market that you can buy that can go as fast, as quick, and tow more than 8,700 pounds. It even out-tows some cars that are out of its class. So it's really remarkable, the performance you get out of this thing, the towing capacity, and just the overall looks. So that is the Hellcat model. Obviously, we're really proud of that. Oh, one more thing before I forget, the exhaust. So the exhaust on this Durango Hellcat is different than the Charger, the Challenger, and then any other exhaust on the Durango today. So it features a huge X-pipe, the biggest X-pipe that we've had on a Durango before. And like I said, you know, it's more than just throwing this engine in this car and then having a Durango Hellcat. The engineers specially tune this exhaust to sound like a Dodge. So when we fire this thing up and you can hear the exhaust, it's unmistakable of a Hemi, a supercharged Hemi Dodge, but it does sound very different than the Charger Challenger. You guys have to check out the interior of this car. It's one of the coolest interiors we've had on a Dodge car before. So the first thing they did on the interior, and the designers did an awesome job of this, they pulled the center stack, kind of made it more slim, so it feels way more spacious on the inside. Obviously using the same width of the Durango before. It feels a lot bigger. It makes room for the new 10.1 inch Uconnect 5 system too. So that system's in this car. Like I said, come check it out after this. It's absolutely amazing. The graphics are super crisp. It's 5 times faster than the outgoing Uconnect models. And then this has a bunch of stuff that the outgoing Uconnect didn't have, like wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. It has a really cool red and black Dodge theme. Obviously, it's on a Dodge and SRT, so we have to keep with that theme. Yeah, like I said, wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. And then all of our performance pages are located in this new screen too. So the Durango is really unique. And like I'll mention this a few more times, but they're not, even though these cars know each other, they're definitely way different. So one of the unique things on the Durango, just the technology in the inside of the screen, there's over 7 different drive modes. So unlike Challenger and Charger, you have snow and wet mode, you have towing mode, and then you can go through all those different drive modes right in the center stack of the screen. Also on and like I said, come check this out after. Every single Durango, no matter what price class, will have a really nice stitched mid bolster in the IP. It just makes it feel more premium, and the stitching really kind of pops in the middle part. And like I said, that's on every Durango model, no matter what trim you get. One of the new things for 21 though, on some of the higher trim models, is this really nice wrapped and stitched whole IP. So this vehicle is equipped with it. Definitely take a look. And then one of my favorite parts, and I don't know how you guys feel about carbon fiber, but just being around high performance cars all the time, I absolutely love carbon fiber. We did a different approach with the carbon fiber interior bezels on the Durango, and it's actually a new process called forged carbon. I'm sure some of you guys have seen that or heard that on some kind of usually supercars have it. But this is now available in the Durango SRT. It looks absolutely awesome and totally unlike any other carbon fiber that we've had in the past. We want a big, bold, aggressive 3-row muscle car, and that's really what the Durango is for us. And with its different trims, obviously, everything from the 3.6 all the way to 710 Hellcat, we're offering pretty much everything for this Durango. And then kind of to wrap everything up, obviously, you know, we've had these cars around. It's really the golden age for muscle right now. And I know it sounds kind of cliche to say that, but and we're always thinking like, oh, this is the best year to have a muscle car. This is the best year. We just keep seeing that in the Dodge lineup. And all 3 of these cars are unique in the fact that they can go from like really cool entry-level cars, SXTs, GTs, a few checks the box. I mean, you can get crazy with 800 horsepower sedan, the most powerful, quickest, and most towing capacity SUV in the world, and then the fastest and most powerful muscle car in the world. All these cars, like I said, they go from cool to nuts, which is a few checks to the box. So really, this is the time for muscle, and at Dodge, we're super happy to be able to bring this to the market.